Today we're going to continue our work in section 3-4. We'll work with synthetic division, the remainder theorem, and the factor theorem. In the last lesson, you learned about how to divide polynomials using long division. Long division is great, it works, but problem is it's long division. It takes a long time. Well, today we're going to look at a shortcut for long division. Yay for shortcuts. Yay, 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 yay. Now, the thing about shortcuts, they don't work for everything, but we will use them whenever we can. So you can use something called synthetic division as a shortcut for long division if you're dividing by a binomial in this form x minus a, where the x is to the first power, and it's x either minus a constant or x plus a constant. So we're going to use synthetic division to divide by, we're going to divide 3x cubed minus 5x plus 10 by x minus 1. Let me erase those straight marks there. Okay, so we're going to divide that. The first thing that I need to do is step 1. I need to identify a, and put a in this little box right here. So you're going to need to draw a box. So if I'm dividing by x minus a, and the x minus a is right here, then my a would be positive 1. So x minus 1. So I'm going to put 1 in this little, looks like a backwards division box. Then, step 2, you're going to write the coefficients of the polynomials beside that. And so you want, again, like we did in long division, if you are dividing and a power of x has been left out, then you need to account for it. So my coefficients are 3, -5, and 10, but notice there is no x squared, so I'm going to have a 0x squared as well. So the coefficients of the dividend are 3, 0, -5, and 10. Then I'm going to skip a line. I'm going to draw a horizontal line. I'm going to put a plus sign, and I always carry down this first number. So bring down that 3. Then, here comes the synthetic division part. Okay, I'm going to take the 1, I'm going to multiply it by this 3, and then I'll write it in the next column right here. So 1 times 3 is 3, I write it right there. Then add the next column. 0 plus 3 is 3. And I'm going to continue this process. So I'll highlight each time in a different color. Let's highlight in that fuchsia color. Okay, so now I'm going to multiply this 3 by 1, and 3 times 1 is 3 again. And I'll add the -5 plus 3 to get -2. Then I'm going to multiply again. Let's pick green this time. 1 times -2 is -2. And then I add 10 plus -2, and I get 8. And you're actually you're done dividing. All you have to do is fill in the x's. So I divided an x cubed by an x, and whenever you divide an x cubed by an x, the exponent gets reduced by 1. So I divide 3x cubed by x, and I get a 3x squared. So this right here is going to be my 3x squared, and then plus 3x, I'm just going to go down. Each term decreases the exponent. So I had x squared first, and then an x, then bring down the -2, and the last number, oh, I had x cubed, x squared, x to the first, and then the constant. This last number is the remainder. So we've actually found the quotient. This is the quotient part. So we answered the problem, and then we didn't have to do all of that long division. So what does that mean? That means if I take 3x cubed minus 5x plus 10, so that was my original dividend, I divided it by 3x squared plus 3x minus 2. No, I did not. I did not. I divided it by, what did I divide it by? X minus 1. Because that's what the problem said to do. Up here it said divide by x minus 1. Let me erase so you can see better. So I divided 3x cubed minus 5x plus 10. I divided that by x minus 1, and I got a quotient of 3x squared plus 3x minus 2 with a remainder of 8. So this is one way that you'll see your answer written. The other way that you'll see it written is where you write the remainder over the divisor. So this is the same, that quotient's the same as 3x squared plus 3x minus 2 plus the remainder over the divisor x minus 1. You might see it written like this as well. Just depends on how you're asked for your answer. So let's do another example like that. Zoom in, scroll over. All right, this time we're going to use synthetic division to divide x cubed minus 8x squared plus 9x minus 5. We're going to divide it by x minus 3. So my a here is from x minus 3, so the a would be positive 3. I'm going to put the 3 right in that little division box. Then I'm going to take the coefficients from my dividend, and I notice it goes x cubed, x squared, x, and then the constant. None of the powers of x were left out, so I just have my coefficients here. Negative 8, 9, negative 5. All right, then I'm going to draw a line. Always carry this first one down 1. Then again, we're going to multiply 3 times 1. 3 times 1 is 3. And we're adding now. So negative 8 plus 3 is negative 5. Then I'm going to multiply negative 5 times 3, and I get negative 15. And 9 minus 15 is negative 6. Then I'm going to multiply again negative 6 times 3 to get negative 18. And negative 5 minus 18 is negative 23. So then my quotient is x. So I noticed that it was x. The original problem had an x cubed, so I just go down by 1 on my exponent, x squared minus 5x minus 6 with a remainder of negative 23. Now this was number 5 on page 144. Sorry, I should have told you that a minute ago. On page 144. All right, and so that's how you do synthetic division.